As a part of Full Sail Partners' 10-year anniversary, we are highlighting each of our employees in a series called Getting to Know Your Coworker. Today, we are spotlighting Wendy Gustafson. Good afternoon, Wendy.
Good afternoon, Sarah.
All right, well, let's start off with, well, let's start off with those easy questions. What is your role at the company? How long have you been with Full Sail Partners, and where are you located?
I am the general manager at Full Sail Partners, and I have been with the company since 2008, and I am in, well, close to Steamboat Springs, Colorado, just south of there.
She is the reason we are based out of Steamboat Springs.
That's true.
Yep. All right, so we'll start with those job questions first. Where do you work most frequently when you work from home?
I most frequently work from my living room because it's got a lot of bright lights and windows.
And I think you have like you also have a traveling desk or something like that, right?
I do have a traveling desk, and we also have property out in Mesa that I work from quite often that's kind of more rustic. If you see me out there.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's a lovely thing to be able to work from anywhere.
It is, indeed.
All right, well, let's talk a little bit about those pets as in-house colleagues that you have.
The best. I have 3 dogs. I have a 12-year-old red bum coonhound, a 6-year-old blue tick treeing walker coonhound mix, and a 18-month-old Rhodesian ridgeback. You won't hear them today because I have them out, but typically you can hear them in the background. The treeing walker coonhound is the loudest animal I think that has ever existed. Sarah can attest, she's heard her. So
when the FedEx or UPS arrives, you definitely hear them. And the names of your pets?
The 12-year-old is Stony. The treeing walker mix is Ashley Madison, and the Rhodesian ridgeback is Obi. Obi-Wan Kenobi. So
I love the names.
Yeah, he's a good boy.
All right. Well, what is your favorite thing about your job?
My favorite thing about my job is honestly solving problems. And that it was when I was a consultant all the way through today, getting on the phone with clients and finding out what the issue was and trying to come up with creative solutions. That's always been my favorite thing because you can always solve a problem, almost always solve a problem. May not be perfect, might take programming, but usually it can be solved.
It's one of the things that we rely upon Wendy for our own company because we add additional complications sometimes to our own needs, right?
Yeah, we do not necessarily keep things simple, so.
All right, well, I love this next question. The zombie apocalypse is coming. Which 3 coworkers do you want on your team?
I would say Wes, Amy, and you, Sarah. You, because I understand you're a master axe thrower, and Wes and Amy both have military experience. I can cook, and Amy can grow things. So, yeah, I can cook and kind of hide behind you guys. That's my plan.
Amy has the bacon. She has like all of the things to help us keep going. Yep, exactly.
She does. Gonna go to her farm, hide.
Well, if you could instantly become an expert at something, what would it be?
Web design. Honestly, because it is creative and it's something I don't feel like play. I mean, problem solving is creative, but the web design thing is kind of you get to actually pull some artwork into it as opposed to just code. But you also get to do code. So both of those things are fun. So
I love that. Yeah. Well, we'll have to pull you over to marketing sometime.
I don't know. I don't want to go to the dark side.
Exactly. All right. Well, what's one piece of advice you wish you had received sooner?
Well, this one actually is only mildly work related. Keep your bucket list short. So instead of saying, I want to do X someday, find a way to do X now. Because, someday may or may not ever happen. Or when you get to that someday, you may not physically be capable of doing it as I'm getting older, I find. So keep the bucket list short.
Yeah, I like that. That's great advice.
Yeah.
All right. Well, on the personal side, if you weren't in this career, what could you see yourself doing?
Teaching. Honestly, teaching was my first quote unquote career path choice for college degree when I was in college. But I couldn't make it fit into my schedule because I worked full time and went to school at night, and the college I went to only offered teaching degrees during the day. And so I did accounting as a secondary one because you can always get a job as an accountant. And luckily, consulting kind of helped me fill that need to help teach or help people. But teaching was actually my first career choice. So kind of balanced it out, worked for me.
Was there a particular, something that you wanted to teach people in?
Because I had already a whole lot of work experience. I had a great teacher who taught business at my high school, and she was like the first person who ever encouraged me to do something. And she got me a job working for an accounting firm, so she's the reason I'm here. I probably would have been like a business teacher or business ed kind of teacher, that kind of thing in high school. I like high school kids, so I'm a weirdo. So it probably would have been some business class.
Yeah. All right. Well, if you could compete in anything, what would your talent be, and what would be the competition?
So I do currently, air quotes here, compete in adventure racing. I've done 3, and it's team sport where everybody has to do everything, and there's some navigation components, biking, hiking, rafting, some sort of water maybe. Sometimes I'll throw in ropes courses. And my talent, or the thing I'm best at, is perseverance and a sense of humor. Thing I'm bad at is biking, hiking, rafting, and navigation. So both my partner, because it's a team, we make a 2-person team. We're not really good at the skills side. We're more good at we can do this, and we always do. We always finish, but we're usually are finishing last. But that's okay. We're out there having fun. Walking in the woods with your best friend doesn't suck. So.
Yeah. Well, within our competition at our company, you were number 1 already as far as accomplishing your the exercise or the journey that Wes had set up. Yep. So that's cool.
Yep. I'm on my way back to Hobbiton right now. Maybe I might get there. I'll make it.
All right. Well, last personal question. For what in your life do you feel most grateful for?
Honestly, that is that I learned to practice gratitude at an early age. I feel like being grateful isn't something that for most people just come naturally. It's something that's a practice. You have to learn it. And it's just something that I had taught to me at an early age, that no matter what it was, you should be, practice that. Be grateful for dinner, be grateful for dessert, be grateful for the kid up the street that you don't like. So the fact that I learned that at an early age has really helped me as I've lived my life to take challenges and take a step back and go, oh, that was fun. I'm grateful I learned something. Sounds snarky right now, but it's a real feeling I do have.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, well, we're going to skip to this or that. So just off the top of your head, which answer resonates with you the most? Are you a morning person or a night person?
Morning person, every time.
Sweet or savory?
Oh, do I have to choose? Sweet.
All right. Coffee, cola, or tea?
Coffee.
Freshly baked cookies or freshly baked bread?
Cookies.
She had to think about that one. All right,
did.
music, hip hop or country?
Oh, country, I guess, would be close to of those.
All right, movies, comedy or action?
Action.
Road trip or plane trip?
Who am I going with? We'll go with road trip because I can take my dogs.
All right, snow or sand?
No, obviously.
Ninja or wizard?
Wizard.
Teleportation or flying?
Teleport.
All right, last question, scrambled, fried or poached eggs?
Yes.
All of the
I like
above.
all eggs. All of the above. I don't care. They're all the same. They're delicious. Pork chickens.
Well, Wendy, I think our coworkers definitely got to know you better, and I appreciate you joining us today.
All right. Thank you, Sarah, for facilitating this.
All right. Thank you.